minute. That's why the responses are shorter. Let's get going.
The third question, Mr. O'Rourke. Now that troops are coming back home, what is your plan to give veterans jobs after their military service?
Well, first I think we need to look at the bigger picture, and it's the one that I just highlighted in my previous answer. We have far too many unemployed people here in El Paso, over 30,000 in our local economy. And so what we do to improve the economic situation in El Paso is going to help everyone looking for work, whether they're a veteran or not a veteran. Now, specific to your question, at Fort Bliss, we have a golden opportunity. There's over $5 billion of economic activity taking place at the base related to the base realignment and closure process. And yet, unfortunately, far too much of those jobs, far too many of those jobs, and far too much of the contracting opportunities are going directly out of town. 100% of the high-value jobs that we would like to see here in our community, the architects, the engineers, the design jobs, have gone to out-of-town firms. And while there are veteran set-asides for veteran-owned businesses, and we want to give those veteran-owned businesses every opportunity to succeed, unfortunately, far too often those jobs have gone out of town. And what I'm hearing from our local contractors and subcontractors, those people who employ tens of thousands and could employ tens of thousands more in El Paso, is they don't have a congressman who's going to bat for them right now. With this golden opportunity in El Paso, an opportunity that almost any other American city would absolutely kill for, we should not have 10% unemployment. We shouldn't be flying in carpenters and electricians from out of town and out of state to do jobs that El Pasoans would love to do, could do, and if they were offered a level field to compete on, would be able to do. I think we need a congressman who's there all the time, actively engaged, shows up to vote, passes bills, has a role in making sure that his community's interests are protected from the high end to the low end, from the high-skilled labor to the low-skilled labor. We just do not have that today, and that's why we've lost this golden opportunity at Fort Bliss. We can't afford to lose it going forward.
I believe that an employer who doesn't hire a veteran should explain the reason why to the Veterans Administration, and if that reason is not adequate, they should be fined $1,000.
Well, I'll be able to use some of Mr. Mendoza's time if he doesn't. All right, troop returns. We need to make sure that troops are ready to enter the labor force. One of the struggles that we have is soldiers returning to civilian life, post-traumatic stress disorder, not taken care of. We don't have sufficient mental health services to improve that assimilation process. We need to fix that. There are seen and unseen injuries. We need to make sure that the veteran has been fully taken care of, leaving the battlefield, making sure that we cross the bridge of quality treatment and those seen and unseen injuries, so that when they have the adequate treatment, they can assimilate easily, smoothly, and be a viable member of the labor force once they separate from service.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. I sit on the Veterans Committee. I'm the third most senior member on the Democratic side, so we have been aggressively looking and passing opportunities for veterans to be hired when they come back from Iraq and Afghanistan or any other assignment. I also already mentioned the tax credit that small businesses have. And by the way, small businesses here with the contracts at Fort Bliss have received contracts of almost $500 million, so that's very significant if you talk to the small business community. And also under the America Competes, there are also incentives there for veterans to get educated and to get training. The last part is we have aggressively expanded the GI Bill so that veterans can compete, and those educational benefits would go also be available for their families.
Thank you, Ms. Rowe.
Thank you.